It made the freckles on Red's face stand out even more. Side by side in photos. Literally side by side. They were almost the exact same height, down to the highest standing hair, though Red's was dark blonde where Maddie's was more light brown, a shade or two separating them. Red always had hers tied back, loose bangs at the front that she'd cut herself with the kitchen scissors. Maddie's was untied and neat, the ends soft in a way Red's never were. "I'm the one asking questions. You're the one with the person, place, or thing," Maddie prompted. Red nodded slowly. Well, even if Maddie also liked to sleep on the left, at least they weren't on the bunks. "I've asked 7 questions already," Maddie said. "Great." Red couldn't remember her person, place, or thing. But really, they'd been driving all day, setting off from home around 12 hours ago. Hadn't they played enough road trip games? Red couldn't wait for this to be over so she could finally sleep, whether left side or right. Just get through it. They were supposed to arrive at Gulf Shores around this time tomorrow, meet up with the rest of their friends. That was the plan. Maddie cleared her throat. "And what answers did I give? Remind me?" Red said. Maddie breathed out, an almost sigh, or an almost laugh, hard to tell. "It was a person, a woman, not a fictional character," she said, counting them off on her fingers. "Someone I would know, but not Kim Kardashian or you." Red looked up, searching the empty corners of her mind for the memory. "No, sorry," she said. "It's gone." "Okay, we'll start again," Maddie said. But just then, Simon stumbled out of the small bathroom, saving Red from more organized fun trademark. The door bounced back into him as the RV sped up. "Simon, have you been in there this whole time?" Maddie asked, disgusted. "We've played 2 whole rounds." Simon pushed his black, loosely waved hair away from his face and held an unsteady finger to his lips, saying, "Shh, a lady never tells." "Shut the door then, jeez." He did, but with his foot, to make some point or other, almost overbalancing as they hurtled along the highway, changing lanes to pass. Wasn't their exit soon? Maybe Red should say something. But now she was watching as Simon waded forward, leaning on the tiny kitchen counter behind her. In one awkward motion, he slid onto the booth beside her, knocking his knees on the table. Red studied him. His pupils were sitting too large in his dark round eyes, and there was an incriminating wet patch on the front of his teal-colored Eagles shirt. "You're drunk already," she said, almost impressed. "I thought you'd only had like 3 beers. Simon moved close to whisper in her ear, and Red could smell the sharp metallic tang on his breath. She couldn't miss it. That was how she knew when her dad was lying to her. "No, I didn't drink today, Red. I promise." "Shh," Simon said. "Oliver brought tequila." "And you just helped yourself?" Maddie asked, overhearing. In answer, Simon balled both his fists and held them in the air, yelling, "Spring break, baby!" Red laughed. And anyway, if she just asked, maybe Maddie wouldn't mind sleeping on the right tonight. Or for the rest of the week. She could just ask. "Oliver doesn't like people touching his things," Maddie said quietly, glancing over her shoulder at her brother, sitting just a few feet behind her in the front passenger seat, fiddling with the radio as he chatted to Raina in the driver's seat. Arthur was standing just behind Oliver and Raina, now shooting a closed-mouthed smile as he caught Red's eye. Or maybe it was actually Simon he was smiling at. "Hey, it's my RV. I have a claim to anything in it," Simon hiccuped. "Your uncle's RV." Maddie felt the need to correct him. "Weren't you supposed to have a driving shift today, too?" Red asked him. The plan was to share the drive equally among the 6 of them. She had taken the first 2-hour shift, to get it out of the way, driving them out of Philly and down I-95 until they stopped for lunch. Arthur had sat with her the whole time, calmly directing her, as though he could tell when she was zoning in and out, or when she was panicking about the size of the RV and how small everything looked from up here. Mind readers everywhere, clearly. But she'd only known Arthur 6 or 7 months.